Alright, finally back. Let's get back into it. Last we left off, we're in North 2, and we just came out of the lab, I guess. And I've done up to 5. Oh yeah, here's this thing we discovered, Somnodrome. Melampus, one of the Lupia first companions, dreamed up the Somnodrome back in the day. It was supposed to help us visualize the black box that is our own internal algorithms, and so provide some kind of moral or spiritual insight. It never properly worked, of course. Apparently the founder took an interest and experimented further with the technology, correcting some of the mistakes Melampus made. Still a load of tosh if you ask me, but maybe she made it work. I've been thinking about this game a lot since I've been playing. The game is very sort of like... The impression I'm getting from like the text logs and stuff in the game are that it's very sort of pro-human expansion, pro-consciousness, and it sort of regards consciousness as a fundamental good. And that like we should try and increase consciousness in the universe and expand humanity, because it makes the universe more complex and beautiful and things like that. And you know, I see where they're coming from, but I think it's very easy to like think that consciousness is a universal good if you're taking New Jerusalem as the template, because people of New Jerusalem are clearly very conscientious and cautious. Oh, there's a bug. Floating leaves. What's the map again? Where am I? I think I'm on this island. Gonna run around some more for a little bit. But the thing is that consciousness is also capable of suffering, and also capable of inflicting suffering on others. And so, like, it's easy to agree that it's okay for New Jerusalem to expand and make more people. When you think about it in terms of, like, humanity today, that becomes a bit harder. Ooh, artifact. Satellite dish. Shattered section of device used by the ancients to communicate over vast distances. The height of ancient human civilization. Most of the human species was part of a single network. Set over there. That's one of the triangles. I think I've done this already. Or have I? No, it's still lit up. I haven't done this yet. Lateral inhibition. Okay, it's been a little while. I'm gonna have to refresh myself a bit here. Okay, we've got a fan, and that looks like it's going to turn on and keep us from wherever we're trying to go. So we can turn it on, I guess? Yeah, and that stops us from going down. But it also opens the gates. Let's see. So We have to be able to turn it on from up there. Like this? But we need a thingy. I need to have one of those things in order to complete the puzzle. Ugh. How am I going to do that? Because it looks like I need both. Let's try and come at this from the opposite direction. So... let's accumulate red. What does this now allow me to do? Can't go up there. There's no other way to open this door, is there? Doesn't look like it. That doesn't do anything. Oh, I think I see. Or do I? I don't suppose I can push this here. No, there is no way of seeing it from that side. I need to be able to somehow set it up to be self-sufficient, and then, like, so I only need one object to be able to connect these two things like that, but I need to be able to do it from this side. Maybe I can use the fan? Somehow? No, that doesn't seem like it's gonna work. Like, if I put this fan up here, if I put this thingy, and then I connect these two, what happens? It does push it quite a distance, but only to here. That's not that's not useful. I'm not seeing it. Maybe something like that? So... that doesn't do anything. No. Can I somehow block this? Like that. Doesn't make any sense, though. It doesn't do anything if you put both red and blue into it. Oh, but then I can take... Right, I see what it is trying to tell you. If you put both red and blue into it, it doesn't do anything. And now I can go and take the red away. Aha. Ooh, that's tricky. That might come up again. I might have to keep that in mind. Oh. I got a new social media post. My farming obsession. Buddha Hearts. So I've been playing a ton of this old Gehenna game called Ancient Human Farmer. The title says it all. It's sort of a simple farming simulator. Maybe not the most sophisticated game, but I'm getting really obsessed with it, and I'm having some sort of emotional response to it that I can't exactly explain. Like, it makes me happy, but also sad. Does anyone have any idea why this is happening to me? The game appeals to you because of the human need to commune with nature, to live a lifestyle that's not about dominating the world, but coexisting with it. You're sad because we can't ever return to being who we used to be thousands of years ago, but happy because it reminds you that at least something similar is still possible for us. Maybe it's because the people of Gehenna, despite their imprisonment, had an innocent view of the world, and that's permanently lost to us. I think it's actually the opposite of what Ovis is saying. These games are enjoyable because they take us back to a time when we still had agency, when we could build things, grow things, when we could impose our will on the world instead of being completely powerless and inactive. What you crave is the ability to contribute to humanity in real material ways, and you're sad because just simulating it is not enough. You don't want to farm, you want to be a pioneer, as we humans were born to be. It's just a game, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. I'm going to agree with Damien. I agree with Damien. I guess I can see your point. Thanks for the feedback, everyone. I'll go play another round now. The robots are playing Stardew Valley now. Ah, more snowmen. Must have been built by Athena and Miranda, I guess. That's number 7. And I think that's number 8 there. Yep. There's on the map. On the compass, that is. I think I've gone over everything on this island. I can't remember if I found both of these sparks last time. I think I did. I know I found one. It's that in the water there. Aha, there it is. There's the other spark. I'm just going to assume there's 2 per area, because I've never found more than 2. Ooh, this looks like it wants you to do some platforming. We get it. I guess I have to go over the top here. Oh, I need to sprint for that. No, come on. Get back up there. Did it the first time. There we go. Cool, so I think that's everything. I think there's probably only 2 artifacts per area as well, because I haven't found any more ancient human artifacts, more than 2 per area, I don't think. So let's continue on with the puzzles, I guess. So I think I've found everything in this area now. I haven't done the other Sphinx star, the one that's this one. So I need to turn on these 3 switches. I already turned on this one and this one. Hopefully they still remembered that after I've reloaded the game. I need to do this one, but that's after I have built the bridge. Six, reconnaissance. Got a green emitter, that's rare. And there is nothing on this side. There's a drillable wall, I see. So I'm going to find a drill, I guess. Okay, there's nothing we can do here except this for now. So what's in here? We've got a blue emitter. We have a blue receiver. So it looks like we have to do this. And now we have the RGB connector. What can we do with this? Oh, and we can go through here as well. Here's the driller, and there is a regular connector. Okay. Getting complicated. I need to drill that wall, so I need to get the driller out, which I can do like this. Like so. And I'm guessing I'm going to need... There's no green receiver, so I'm going to need that other connector. How do I get this out, though? Oh, that's a problem. Haven't found any other kind of receiver as well. So we'll have to make red. We'll have to make the red one by combining blue and green. And it looks like I'm going to need to have. Like I'm going to have to use the accumulator to get green. Oh, we can get green like that. Easy enough. Now we can use the drill to hold that open, because we don't need the drill anymore. I definitely think I need green with the accumulator. But I need this to be open as well. How does that work? I guess I'll have to bring this over here. Drop that there. Yeah, this is making sense so far. That opens that. And now I have a clear shot. So now I can use blue and green to make red. Oh. I need to move this. Now how do I get blue, though? I have to fire it across, but that's not gonna work. And that breaks the green. And potentially bring this one around. Yes, that works. Cool. Two more left, 7 and 8. That's the lab, which we've already visited. Yep. Here's 7. That leads down to the triangle puzzle. Oh, Byron's got something to say. Hello, Byron.
How can I help you?
Do you think the answers we seek exist within ourselves?
Look, self-reflection is important, but only thinking about yourself, your inner identity, becomes narcissistic. You exist, whether you like it or not, in a dialectical relationship with the world. Identity has no meaning without society, and society has no meaning without the individual. It's in that tension that we really come into being.
Okay, thanks, that's all. Deep thinker, this Byron guy. Ooh, it's possible to get over there? I don't think I can do it from here. That's gonna have to be for later, I think. Let's finish up these puzzles. Rainbow. Ooh, okay. Alright, pretty straightforward, but how are we going to do it? We've got... So green has to be on the outermost. I think that's... like that. And then how is it possible to get blue out of this? So you're red and green? That's not gonna work, though. Unless we do this. No. Yeah, we get red. No. Like that. And... whoops. Yep. That. This and this makes... That should work though, right? Oh no, I've connected to the wrong one. I need to connect to this. That. That's it. That looks cool. I'm gonna take a screenshot.
you see how 1K solved that one?
No, sorry.
Oh, it was really clever.
That's the Golden Gates thing there. Doesn't look like there's any way over to that island. I think that's probably just for show. This is it. 8, last puzzle of the area. Oh, Alcatraz has something to say.
What can I do for you, 1K?
Do you think finding a functional somnodrome would be interesting?
Sure. I think there's plenty inside each of us to explore, and it might give us a new perspective. Will it really answer all the big questions? I don't know, but it might help.
Okay. Remember. Okay, we got red thingy, got an accumulator over here with a fan. This looks like a long one. Several steps here. And a fan over here as well. Looks like we need to get this thing over, maybe? That should be simple enough, right? Doesn't look like there's anything else in this zone. So what happens? Can I... Oh, put it there? Okay, so it doesn't go over. I guess I need something to hold this down, and then I can go over myself holding the thingy. It sends you over. I've got a red thingy up there. So we do need to get the accumulator out somehow. How would we go about that? Well, first of all, for that, let's see if we can maybe go up further and see if there's anything to find. We can maybe do this. Ooh, yeah, looks like we're going to be able to do that. Cool. Ah. What does this do? Aha. And turning this on does... what? That keeps the door open. That's not particularly useful right now. So I'm guessing we need to use the block to get the accumulator out, which we can now do. We have to sacrifice the connector, but that's okay. Get the accumulator out. And we can bring the block. Oops. Looks like we're going to need to bring the accumulator through again. Oh, we need the accumulator and the block. Or maybe we need just the accumulator and the connector. Oh no, we do need the block, because it needs to be able to get up high. No matter what, one item gets left in here. As far as I can tell. Oh, the block might not get left in. So maybe we can do the... We can probably send the block over, right? The block can go over by itself. So let's put this here. And go like that. And if I do this... Yes. Now we got all items there. Cool. I think it's straightforward from here. Hang on. Not as straightforward as I was thinking. We need to get the accumulator through. But as soon as I pick up the accumulator, it's going to... discharge. It's going to close this. Oh, I see. That's why you can turn that wall around. No. Yes, now we can take the accumulator through. Now we can do this. Put that there. Solved. And that's it. That's all the puzzles in this area. We've got a terminal up here as well. Consume. Box pop number 9 from an interview with a protester outside the Institute for Applied Noematics. So that's the institute that Alexandra Drennan was working at to make the robot people. So why did you join this protest? Artificial intelligence is inherently dangerous to this planet's ecosystem. Defending that ecosystem is our responsibility. In which way is artificial intelligence dangerous? I'm not some paranoid idiot imagining Skynet taking over the world, alright? That's science fiction. But what we're talking about here is an artificial intelligence without any of the attachment we have to the natural world. It is not capable of distinguishing between, say, an ore and a tree. Everything's just resources to it. People like Sarabai or Drennan talk about ethics and philosophy, but they all embrace the same extra-activist ethos that has brought us to the brink of disaster. Their intelligent being would try to optimize the world in its image and in doing so consume it. And corrupt question, when? But so far they're saying it's all theoretical. The atom bomb was theoretical at first too. Once something is there, someone's going to use it. There was another log earlier in the game that was talking about how activists protest nuclear power, even though it's clearly much better. So I think maybe this game is sort of like taking a shot at environmental activists for actually being against the environment, against them unwittingly. Why couldn't they imagine that we might care about the world? I don't know. Maybe because they were too used to no one else caring. Founding. Hypatia's Journal number 5. From Hypatia's Journals, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem, Day 200. Construction on our new home is coming along nicely. We finished 2 new buildings last week, and this week we started on our new lodgings. Athena and Cornelius have plans to erect a tower in the middle of the settlement which will serve as our administrative centre and main heliport. But right now, that's still a long way off. Decades at the least. It's hard to imagine that one day we'll be able to erect structures like that there will be enough of us to need that much space. Then I look at the dam and I remind myself, our ancestors built that, with their short lifespans and soft flesh and bone bodies. And then I think that there's really no limit to what we can achieve, give it enough time, patience, and the capacity to dream.
Strap in, this is a long one. You may have heard the story of the carpenter who died to redeem humanity's sins. It's a powerful story, bittersweet, very human, and I just want to tell you that it's true. He was a real person, and his name was John. John Carpenter. He was born in the year 1948, and he was the coolest filmmaker to ever walk the earth. From Halloween to The Thing to They Live, the totally underrated In the Mouth of Madness, mind you, he just made classic after classic. All of his movies, really fun, really atmospheric, but also really smart. Even when they were goofy, most directors would kill to have made just one of those movies. And what did he get for it? A big, fat truckload of nothing. Well, less than nothing. The studios, the critics, even the fans, they hated him. The Thing, okay, for example, which is about as perfect a movie as you can make, completely torn to shreds. And his career never really recovered. Every movie after that was a struggle, and after a while, he just got tired of it and quit. He only really came back to movies in his 70s. How many works of genius did we never get because of that? Look, I have a point here. People like Carpenter, people like Alex, they're not always appreciated in their own time. If you just do what's popular, you might never create anything important. Of course, we admire people who did the right thing, who didn't conform, but we only ever admire them after the fact. What matters is to support people when it's difficult.
Oh cool, we've got a record of all the logs. I don't suppose it clarifies up the corrupted parts. 2535. No, it still says like 5358 and stuff, which I'm assuming is Athena.
Yes?
In my vision, Athena mentioned a singularity.
Yes. She could be talking about a gravitational singularity. Like the point within a black hole where density becomes infinite and space-time breaks down. But the term has other applications too.
That sounds insanely dangerous to be experimenting with. Fascinating, they must have been doing some incredibly advanced experiments. I assume there are safe ways of experimenting with this. Fascinating.
You're right. It is fascinating. You know, our ancestors went to incredible lengths to try and understand reality. They built super colliders and sent telescopes into space to find traces of the Big Bang. I guess the founder was walking in their footsteps.
Okay. Nothing new here. It's Alcatraz. I haven't seen Yakut. Before I cross the bridge, let's see if we can find Yakut and talk to him. I'm guessing he has something to say as well. It'll be along the path somewhere, so not too hard to find, I hope. Now, is it possible for me to get around this? Yes, I can go around. Oh, you can go over here. Oh yeah, I did go over here before. I think this is where the statue of Stratton was. I looked it up, by the way, and Stratton of Stagira is not a real philosopher. He's probably based on other philosophers, from what I could tell. But the whole thing with the Talos principle is just something that Crow Team has made up. Could have fooled me. Okay, let's quickly see if we can find Yakut, and let's check the compass real quick. I don't think there's anything I've missed. Nope. It'll be along the paths somewhere. There he is.
Hey, 1K. How can I help you?
Ooh, we got a few things. What do you think about this Somnodrome business? There are some people in New Jerusalem who want me to participate in their political maneuvering. Do you think the founder might still be here? Do you think the founder was right that we have to add our own meaning to the world? What do you think about the Somnodrome business?
I'd never heard of it before, but it sounds fascinating. I mean, imagine exploring a place inside yourself that you didn't even know existed. Might really give you a new perspective. Or it might be really stupid, but it's probably cool.
There are some people in New Jerusalem who want me to participate in their political maneuvering.
I don't get involved with that. I think we should discuss everything openly and then vote, not play games behind each other's backs.
Do you think the founder might still be here?
I don't know. It all looks pretty abandoned to me. But maybe it is all a test.
Maybe it will lead us to where she is if we pass the test. Do you think the founder was right that we have to add our own meaning to the world?
I don't know. Sometimes I'd like to believe that everything happens for a reason. That there's some external force that gives us purpose and meaning. But then I think about all the horrible things that happen to people, and I can't accept that those things were meant to happen. That they couldn't have been avoided. So in that sense, I agree. We should find our own meaning. But to be completely honest, I find it hard to just impose meaning on the world. I'm not as driven as someone like Byron. I feel more moved by Miranda's recordings than by my own ideas.
Perhaps adding meaning to the world is something we do together. Perhaps meaning is found in other people. Perhaps you need to think about what your own passions are. Perhaps the cosmos does have a meaning, we just don't understand it yet. Perhaps you need to think about what your own passions are.
It's not that I don't have passions, 1K. I do, but they're not enough. At the end of the day, it's all just me.
Okay. What's wrong with that? Do you find joy in doing what you like? There's meaning in that. Doesn't have to be anything more than that. Let me check that statue real quick to make sure the switch is flipped. It is flipped, thank goodness. Alright. Let's do the bridge. This isn't gonna be it. There we go. Can't remember if I found the holograms of Miranda as well. Pretty sure I found one. And I think there's probably 2 per area. Oh, speak of the devil.
Sometimes it seems the only choices we have are renouncing civilization or mindless expansion. But that's not the only path forward. Embracing deliberate control over nature doesn't have to mean destruction. We are a species of artists and artisans, blessed with the ability to transform the raw material of the cosmos into new and better shapes. Shapes that have meaning. With our technology, we can take this chaotic world, so full of suffering, and turn it into a work of art.
Oh, that's not it. That's not it. There we go. Can I get over? Oh, it looks like I can. Yeah, here we go. There's a sandbar here that I can use to walk over here. And this is the last statue to switch. Anything over here? Nope. Now walk along this. I can. Oh. Pretty sure if I fall, I'm gonna die. That's as far as I can go. I'm dead. Okay, the star is still, the switch is still turned on, so it's right here. Grab that.
None may know what came first, error or sin, and yet every choice depends on it.
Okay, we got over there. Can I get over to that island? The big tower. No, looks like you can't get over to that one. Okay, is there anything up here? Oh. Careful. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, let's go in. Pandora.
Halt, creature of clay. You have taken another step towards the flame. Before you continue, ask yourself, have the gifts of Prometheus ever truly benefited your people? Or have they brought nothing but strife?
Without his gifts, we would no longer even exist. His gifts have greatly eased the suffering of the world. We have made mistakes in using them, but the good outweighs the bad. They have caused great harm, but they cannot be put back in the box. They have been a curse to my people. Lady, I'm a robot. Let's answer seriously, I guess. We have made mistakes in using them, but the good outweighs the bad.
And you repeat your mistakes until they destroy you.
No, we won't.
I've been thinking, there's 3 towers per cardinal direction and 3 entities. You'd think it would be symmetrically arranged. 1 tower per entity, right? But we haven't seen Prometheus at all.
We're built to find patterns. Maybe we're trying to find patterns where there aren't any.
This was a great area. Oh, careful. Can't wait to see what the next one's like. Here we go. Lost marshes. The northeastern marshes of the island have mostly been lost to the sea, with the exception of this small patch of land. Even the glass on the inside of the capsule has dirt. It's maybe hard to see on stream. It makes it look like my screen is dirty.
This area looks flooded as well.
Our ancestors melted a whole lot of ice.
Ooh.
After they died, most coastal settlements were claimed by the sea. South of New Jerusalem, there's a whole city under the water. We went there once with Garrus, when I was an apprentice. It was eerie.
That's exactly why the founder created the goal. When you go past the limits, this is what happens. Mother Nature always gets her revenge in the end.
This isn't revenge, Al. It's just failure. People, cities, mountains. As far as the sea is concerned, it's all the same. Their mistake was forgetting that, telling themselves nothing would change. It always does.
Cool. It looks like a big connector. Oh boy, so much to explore. Oh, there's one. And then I guess they continue on from here. It seems like the only things to find by running off just into the woods are the artifacts. Everything else is pretty clearly signposted so far. Can I run up this? Doesn't look that steep. I totally can. Oh shit! I'm dead. Oh, I'm still alive. Nice. I guess that happens no matter what. Yeah. You just slide right off. Ah, it's a shame. I can probably jump on top of this building from here. Doesn't look like there's any reason to, though. Another gorgeous area. Oh, sneeze! Ooh, I can go under this one. I wonder if there's anything to find up any of the legs. Probably not, is my guess. 'Cause this is as high as we can go. They give you so many... I'm just thinking, they give you so many dialogue options. You have to play through the game so many times to see them all. I'm always torn whether to just explore as I go, or clear all the puzzles and this stuff first and then explore. Oh, no, 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 no. Ooh, close. It looks like there's totally a way over there. Can I go over to this one? No. Not from here, at least. What is this? think that's the lab. Can I go... Nope, not through there. So I can maybe come from around here. Oh, it's not a lab, it's just a terminal. Ah, literacy.
You may wonder why I insist on these unsanctioned, unplanned expeditions. Some think it is because I hate civilization and prefer to lose myself in nature. This is precisely the opposite of the truth. It is because I love New Jerusalem that I have to leave. Because it is only when I am here that I fully appreciate what the city means. And also because I believe that if I stayed at home, I would one day be ethically compelled to commit acts of violence against those who, in their arrogance, imagine that humans should live in harmony with the chaos that surrounds us.
Cool. Yay, got one straight up. I've gotten way off track. What number is this? 3. The areas are so beautiful. I just can't help but want to comb over every inch of them. Ah. There's missing texture. Oh. Bugged out. Model placement. Sloppy. God. They made so much zone that's not actively being used for gameplay. It's just here for you to walk through and explore. Maybe we should go back to the start. That's number 5. I've gotten way off track. Oh, hey.
Mother, can I suggest something?
Of course, go ahead.
The southern part of the island is completely dead. No animals, no plants. The soil is too alkaline for anything to live except bacteria.
Yes, that's why it's a good location for some of the experiments.
Well, if we want to show that we can make the cosmos more beautiful, then why don't we start there? The desert doesn't have to be dead. If we modify the conditions, life can thrive there. And that could be the first step towards spreading life to other worlds. What do you think?
I think that sounds like a plan.
So, which way is south? This is south, the southern heart of the island. Well, there's plenty of life here. There's 2. Let's go right back to the beginning. Where is the... Oh, that's fine. We can get that on the way. Where am I? I've gotten lost. Here we go. Here's one. This is the southern half of the island, and there's definitely life here. Let's just proceed as normal, I guess, and then we can explore to our heart's content once we've done everything. I'll have a quick look around each of the puzzles. As usual. What do we got here? Bring an item to swap. So we're swapping out items in this one, in this zone. It looks like this is the only other item, this block here, but how do I get it? I definitely need to use the jammer to break this gap, to break the wall there. I mean, it's not like there's anything outside the puzzle, is there? Oh, I can take the fan plate. I forgot you can do that. Because recently they've been always... I haven't been able to get them. All the fan plates in the last couple of areas have been locked off.
I've had a closer look at the Somnodrome. You know, the one that one cave fried. It's based on the original prototype with some modifications. As usual, the data is a mess, but I strongly suspect there might be a functional version somewhere.
I know some of you have heard stories about the answers this device might reveal, but please remember, that is not our main priority here. Keep an eye open for it, but focus on finding Athena.
Okay, we've got another sprite follow one, and it's in that direction. So it's in the northeast. Okay. Moving on, I think. Touch this. From Yarnith to Athena, beloved founder, I beg you to return to us. We cannot achieve the goal without you. You are the one who defied Elohim, who overcame the trials of the simulation. What are we before that? How can we possibly find a path that will not lead to the mistakes of the past? You are our sole link to the wisdom of the progenitor. 5358. Without you, we are lost. Praised be your name, Yarnith. Human construction. Excerpted from What's Wrong with the World by G.K. Chesterton. Our modern prophetic idealism is narrow because it has undergone a persistent process of elimination. We must ask for new things because we are not allowed to ask for old things. The whole position is based on this idea that we have got all the good that can be got out of the ideas of the past, but we have not got all the good out of them. Perhaps at this moment, not any of the good out of them. And the need here is a need of complete freedom for restoration as well as revolution. There is one metaphor of which the moderns are very fond. They are always saying you can't put the clock back. The simple and obvious answer is you can. A clock, being a piece of human construction, can be restored by the human finger to any figure or hour. In the same way, society, being a piece of human construction, can be reconstructed upon any plan that has ever existed. You can indeed turn the clock back, but if it stops ticking, it's dead. Got a picture. Black snow from selected archive documents A through C. The coal mine finally brought decent jobs. It lifted us up from poverty, made us proud. We weren't just ordinary workers, we were the lords of the underworld, and with our skills we kept the whole country alive. The mine also brought black lung, gruesome injuries, and death, and when it went away, it brought the collapse of our entire society. As for the plant, I know it brought electricity and even more jobs, and I know what a difference that made in people's lives. I also know that when we used to go out and play, there were black flakes in the snow. Why didn't they just switch to a safer technology once they realized coal was dangerous? They didn't always have a choice. Sometimes coal was all they had or were allowed to have, and the alternative was poverty. At other times they wanted to switch, but there were powerful interests that prevented change. We can't blame people for the world they were born into. Location, NF Tharman X2. I didn't like that one about turning back at the clock. I think that sounds reactionary. That's 3, okay. You know, thinking about how many people have been condemned to die because of people trying to bring back the past. Think about regimes like the Khmer Rouge or possibilities. Got an accumulator. Fan, and we can't take the fan out this time. We can grab the block though. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. So we can't have both the accumulator and the block. But I can jump up here. It doesn't look like I can jump from here, though. I thought of that. Ah, I can do it from up there. Got it? And now I guess we can swap like this. I can do that. Come up here. Grab the block. And swap from here. Do that. Easy peasy. Got something new. Research. Alcatraz. What did puzzles mean to the founder? What did puzzles represent to the founder? Whatever they may mean to us and our culture, what did they mean to her? We have no record of her speaking positively about puzzles. She certainly never expressed any interest in solving more of them. So what if to her they weren't trials to overcome or challenges to enjoy, but a trap she had to escape? Wasn't all she wanted at the end to stop solving puzzles and start living a free life in the real world? Looks like there's a Pandora one. Yep. And it wants green again. So it's probably going to be another thing where we connect from across the zones. Aha. I see an RGB connector up there. So it looks like I guess we'll have to connect two things to that. Maybe I can do one from in here. Yeah, it looks like I can. Give me that. Like that. I guess I gotta keep an eye out for a red one. So there's probably a red one in one of these two, and then there will be a connector I can use to take the green signal and put it into here. Can I swim in here? It's a bit deep, but I can. Oop, that's too deep. That's too deep. Is there anything around the base of the pillar? Nope. And it looks like this is just where the path leads directly. I think that's where I found the spark just before. Okay. Let's do it. Got a driller that we can swap. And here we have a connector. So yeah, it looks like we're probably going to be using this one in here. And we can swap it for a jammer. And here's the solution to the puzzle. Here's the end. So it looks like we need the jammer. Okay, well, first things first. Let's swap this. What does this enable me to do? This enables me to bring the connector through, but it's definitely not going to be that simple. Yeah, because that changes that, turns that off. And that means I can't go through. And I can't jam the gate from there. So what are our options? Oh, I can swap the block through the hole. Like that. And then I can swap the block here and bring that up. And then I can swap this for this. Oop. And that's it. I just accidentally saw the solution for that. That you can swap the item through the drill hole. New interface. The Devil's Bargain. From Theophilus of Adana to Dr. Faustus, from Marlowe to Goethe, there's a story that the ancients keep telling. A wise man tempted by the devil to sell his soul in exchange for knowledge with terrible consequences. I've long wondered why they thought this story so important, and I'd be curious to hear what others think. The ancient writers knew that knowledge is dangerous and its pursuit often leads to tragedy. Knowledge is dangerous for those who want to hoard power. These stories are designed to keep ordinary people compliant. And yet in a lot of the stories that I've read, the writer seems fascinated with the devil's side of the argument. Damien's right, it's to keep people compliant. Malduk is right, knowledge often leads to tragedy. I think they often conflated political anxieties with technological or intellectual progress because talking about the real problems was taboo. Knowledge can be extremely disruptive to a society. They were grappling with that. The pursuit of knowledge comes at a cost, but without it the world is boring, and deep down those writers knew that. It's a pseudo-profound story that the writers reused because it made their work look deeper than it was. I think they often conflated political anxieties with technological or intellectual progress, because talking about the real problems was taboo. I don't think knowledge leads to tragedy. I don't... Doesn't sound right to say that it's extremely destructive either. Pursuit of knowledge comes at a cost. I don't really have any particular opinion on those stories. They're kind of just stories, I think. I think that keeping people compliant is sort of the most accurate answer, I guess, or the one that's closest to what I feel. But there's also just, it's pseudo-profound, I guess. Alright, seems fascinated with the dev side of the argument. I'm gonna just say it's to keep people compliant. Exactly. After all, what if we used our knowledge for the good of ordinary people? Can't have that. It feels a little dismissive of some great works of literature, but I get what you're saying. That was number 3. Look at that view. That is just gorgeous. Okay. 4 is down here. Then what is this way? There's a question mark on it. So I guess this is a triangle puzzle. And it is. Okay, nothing. Is there anything on this little crest up here? Alright, let's do the puzzle. Oh, I forgot to set up the connector in that last one. Probably could have done that. All around. Okay, we can see the red. We have 2 connectors, and we can swap it for an inverter. Which I guess we want to do. That lets us come through. Pretty big areas on these puzzles. And that's a jammer. So I guess we want to get the jammer, and we need green. So we need to get a connector. Oh, we can open that door. Okay. So there's no blue emitter, so we're going to need the inverter. And we're going to need another connector. Oh, we're going to need the RGB connector and the inverter. And it looks like we need a connector as well, but I don't know. How can we get the connector? I don't know how we get anything additional into this area. That closes that. Maybe we can use the jammer. Oops. Maybe we use the jammer here on this first gate first. Bring it on this side. And we can take this. And we can get the connector. That doesn't help. Even a little bit. I mean, I can swap the jammer for the inverter. But I have no way of getting this through. We need the jammer here. How do we get the jammer there? There's no other items to swap in. Maybe have the jammer on this side. And then we swap this for that. Yeah. Oop. And we have the jammer. Okay, now we've got the connector in. Cool. And we need to set up the inverter as well. How do we do that though? We need the inverter. The 3 items we need are the inverter, a connector, and the RGB connector. We need the inverter and we need the inverter and we need the RGB connector. The RGB connector here isn't going to do anything on its own. The connectors can't be connected to something and be swapped at the same time, can they? That's... No. It's definitely not connected. Oh, I guess I can jam from here? Does that make any difference? I don't think so. We can only have 2 items out. And so those items need to be the inverter and the RGB connector. Let's reset the puzzle. The inverter doesn't necessarily need to be there. What if I swap the inverter here? That maybe gives us some more options. Actually. Let me put this here. And put the inverter here. And we jam that. Aha, and now we can get the inverter through. Okay. This is it. This is the solution. Oops. That's it.
Wandering around these landscapes, solving puzzles. In a way, 1K's experience must be very similar to Athena's in the simulation.
There's one difference, though. Athena was alone.
Doesn't look like there's much on this whole side of the island. Let me go back here for a sec. Like, doesn't seem like there's much at all in the whole northeast half of the island. What's this one? That's 4. I think I can probably connect something to 3. Oh, that's 5. Got an off track. That's 3 over there. Bonk. This is probably the one that I need to connect to. So, there is a connector in here, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Where is the... It's up there. Okay, that just barely works. It works, but let's see if we can make it a little bit prettier. There we go. Oh, because I reset as well, so it's going to reset the connection. Damn it, I have to set it up again. So the only thing we can do in here is blue, right? Like that. It's that. And I'm guessing the last connector is going to be in either number... The last connection is going to be in either number 4 or 5. Yeah, it looks like the whole north side of the island is basically empty. There's 6 over there, but other than that, there's this question mark in this direction, but that's it. And we know that the sprite is on the north side of the island. So let's just run in here and see what we can find. We got these big thingies. It says everything is back there. So there must be something over here. Oh, there's the lab. Collapsed lab. Not everything the founder built lasted. One of the founder's labs seems to have collapsed. Guess that shows even the founder has limits. There's no human building that can survive without maintenance. Roots are stronger than concrete. Unless she destroyed it on purpose, of course, but it seems like the ceiling just came down. Not 100% sure, but I think the puzzle clusters on the island correspond to the presence of labs. Except the lab near our base camp, which doesn't have any puzzles attached to it, though it does have other strange structures surrounding it. Are the puzzles guiding us to the labs? Or are we just finding the labs by accident? Oh, we can't get in because it's destroyed. I see. Can we get on top of this cliff face here? Let's just go back to the... Yeah, we got this waypoint. And there's a path here, but the game isn't showing anything in this direction. So I guess this leads to the spark. The sprite, I guess. Oh, there's a spark. There's the other one. Yeah, it's saying everything is back that way. Ooh. A button. So I gotta find an object I can put on here. Or I've got to be able to take an item out of one of the puzzles, perhaps. The path continues. Ah, there's the sprite. Before I grab that, let's... Oh, we've got a whole different style of forest here as well. Hey, there's an artifact. Vehicle known as a van, an ancient vehicle capable of transporting multiple individuals or additional equipment commonly used by workmen. So the north side of the island is sort of this hilly area with these pine trees or spruce trees, I'm not sure. Oh, the music's changed. I'll go around the outside edge, I guess. Oh. What is this? What the heck? Easter egg, I guess. Oh, that's from... This is one of the recorders from the Talos Principle 1, isn't it? It's been so long since I played it. It came out in, what, 2014, didn't it? I don't think I played it in 2014. It was probably a couple of years after, but it's got to be getting close to 10 years since I've played it. 7 at least. I'll have to check on my Steam. And there's the sprite. Cool. So is there anything deeper in the woods here? See if I can't line up a nice screenshot here. It has photo mode, doesn't it? Ooh, we got all sorts of options. Oh, that's strippy. There's hide UI. Is there just a button to hide the UI? Without having to go into photo mode? You can go F3. Doesn't look like it. They put a lot of work into that photo mode, though. There's the van. Is there anything else in these woods? Man, they're really big. It'd be hard to find anything hidden in here. There's not that much animals, not many animals around. They have the deers and stuff, and you can hear birds, but I don't think you can actually see them. Yeah, I think there's probably nothing special hidden in these trees. Absolutely beautiful, though. Okay. Let's pick up the sprite. Oh, it's gonna take me through the woods, I guess. Okay, it's hanging there for the moment. I wonder if the thing I can pick up is near here. Oh, here we go. Wake up. What is this? Oh, this is that Devolver Digital meme presentation thing they did, isn't it? This is Volvi, I think. Devolver Digital had their, like, digital press conference type thing, and it was centered around this character. Is he gonna walk onto the button? I better be ready for him. No, he's not gonna walk onto the button. Ah, there he goes. Damn trolls. There we go. Now he just sits there. He's still moving, though. He's animated. Oh, it went up the leg. Okay, and now it's sitting there. So there was a reason to walk up one of the legs after all. Down it goes. I wonder if the robot people can feel pain. We can grab this later. Cool.
Paradise cannot be found. It must be built.
Alright. Getting back to where we were. Let me look at the satellite dish. Was that in the last one or this one? It was the last one, I think. So we haven't found the other artifact. I'm assuming there's two per zone. One, two, three, and the Golden Gates. I haven't found the Golden Gate area yet. Probably not too hidden. Okay. Here we are, number 4. Let's have a look around on this plateau. I think I'm still missing... So we're still missing one artifact, and I think one of the Miranda holograms. We haven't found the purple fog hologram either, although I don't think that's... that gives you anything, or tells you anything. Oh, oh shit. Ah, damn it. I don't think there's anything under the... Nope. Hey, let's go in. We'll look around on top of it as well. Okay. Prison. Blue emitter, red receiver, connector, red emitter. So it looks like all we can do here is this. This grants us, okay, a block with 3 swappable items. We have another receiver here that gives us another connector. So it looks like we can grab this connector. Let's start with this. Oh, and there's a blue receiver here, so we can open the door from this side with a blue light. The blue receiver is here though, so that doesn't help. We can get... So now we can free this connector. Not clear what we need the blocks for yet. And we need a blue... We're going to need a blue light as well. That's going to be... Oh, I guess we're going to need the blocks. Because they need to go over. Okay. Put that... Connect that there. Oh, there's another connector in there. What is the meaning of this? Oh, looks like we can maybe get over into this zone. Maybe with the blocks we can build a step into it. Okay. I'm down. Going to need 3 blocks though. And we only have 3 items. So we're gonna need another block. We're gonna need a block straight away. Like that. And now we can bring this in. This is what it means by prison, I guess. This connector is in prison. Okay. Nice. Oh, and we got this area as we can go through here. Interesting. How many blocks are we going to need, I wonder? Getting the blue. Looks like we're going to need 2 connectors at least for the blue. That opens that, so now we can bring this connector through. This is an issue. That's fine. That. One more connector. Hey.
Well done, 1K.
Now, can we see... No, so it doesn't look like we can do connect. Doesn't look like we can connect to the RGB connector on the tower from in here. So I'm guessing that happens in the next puzzle. And I mean, that looks like the most obvious spot for it. So we're going to need red to connect there. Nothing on this little side, is there? Nope. I wonder if eventually there will be another use for the sparks that let you skip puzzles. Like if there's some reward for finding them all. I've forgotten where I couldn't find the first one, so... there's one zone where I couldn't find both of them, and I can't remember which one it is. It's one of the east zones, I'm pretty sure. Doesn't look like there's anything up there. Okay. And quick look around here. Twice. Yeah, this is definitely where we need to use the connector. Okay, we got an inverter, a jammer, and an accumulator. So I guess we swap for the jammer. We can get this jammer. And I guess that's the solve. That's the puzzle. a jammer. The accumulator, I guess, is what we want here. Oops. This. Okay. It looks like we need both jammers, though. But we only have 2 items. How does that work? We need to bring the inverter and the accumulator through. So maybe we bring in like that. And we swap like that. That's not enough though, we need the inverter as well. How do I bring the inverter in here? There's no other items. This is a puzzle. Oh, we don't need to bring both through. We can... Hang on. I can change the accumulator to blue. That's what it wants me to do, I'm pretty sure. Okay, oh, and it opens both gates. Nice. Right. So all we need is the accumulator. Does it stay charged if I swap it? It does. Cool. So now swap this for this, bring this in here, swap this for this, bring this in here, and that there. And that's the puzzle.
I often think about how many cities there are out there under the ocean. Cities where people lived for thousands of years. Cities with their own history, their own culture. All of it lost under the waves. If they'd been less greedy, they could have kept all that.
I don't think we can pass moral judgment on an entire species based on the decisions of a handful of leaders. But I do think they made a mistake. They stopped caring about what they built. They stopped seeing the romance of civilization.
I'm gonna be right back. Okay. Yeah, I wonder, is it really just a handful of leaders? That's kind of an optimistic way of looking at it, I guess, but the people are what give leaders power, right? So well, I can go get the star. Yeah. I would like to think that it is just because of a handful of bad leaders that humans are on the path to destruction, I guess you could say. But I don't know, man. The way some people are, it's hard to say that, like, because you got to say, like, those leaders and stuff, the politicians, the corporate executives, the billionaires and stuff, they're humans too. They're not like aberrations or
Horses are
anything.
broken, not taught. That is the way of humankind.
They're not aberrations, they're humans as well. And so, like, it's their humanity that makes them like that, I guess you could say. And so it's like, does it matter who the leaders are? Or, like, would things be different with different leaders? Or would it just be replacing a human with another human? And the outcome would be the same? But yeah, I feel like sometimes things don't go well, or it's going to turn out that way no matter who you put in charge, I guess, or like that it's out of the or like, I guess sort of saying that most people are would do the same thing, and because of that, inevitably the outcomes are the same. So, like, corrupt politicians, maybe most people would be corrupt in the same circumstances. And so, on average, is there anything anyone else can do? I don't know, man. I would like the world to be a better place. I would like people to be less greedy. I would like to make things better for other people. What can I do? I mean, I vote. I vote for what I think is right. And beyond that, it feels kind of out of my hands. What ends up being what most people vote for, and what most people vote for is the current state of things. Hard to say whether things are getting better or not. That's a bit heady for this game, I guess. For a bit of a heavy topic. More things to read. Poisonous Humility. Excerpted from Orthodoxy by G.K. Chesterton. But what we suffer from today is humility in the wrong place. Modesty has moved from the organ of ambition. Modesty is settled upon the organ of conviction, where it was never meant to be. A man was meant to be doubtful about himself, but undoubting about the truth. This has been exactly reversed. Nowadays, the part of a man that a man does assert is exactly the part he ought not to assert, himself. The part he doubts is exactly the part he ought not to doubt, the divine reason. Huxley preached a humility content to learn from nature. But the new skeptic is so humble that he doubts if he can even learn. Thus we should be wrong if we had said hastily that there is no humility typical of our time. The truth is that there is a real humility typical of our time, but it so happens that it is practically a more poisonous humility than the wildest prostrations of the ascetic. The old humility was a spur that prevented man from stopping, not a nail in his boot that prevented him from going on. For the old humility made a man doubtful about his efforts, which might make him work harder, but the new humility makes a man doubtful about his aims, which will make him stop working altogether. Had to read this twice to fully understand it. Excursion. Excursion Report 3 from Miranda to Athena. It's incredible. There's an entire submerged town just off the coast, surprisingly well preserved. Sailing over it, I finally understood what the ancients meant by eerie. I obviously couldn't have the kind of physiological response they did, but I think the mental response was pretty close. A contradictory response, part melancholy, part fascination. It's strange how tragedy and destruction make the beauty of civilization more obvious. Miranda. P.S. A deer got into the maintenance area and made a huge mess. Sorry, I'll clean it. P.P.S. I may have been feeding it. Founding. Hypatia's Journal 6 from Hypatia's Journals Volume 1, Founding New Jerusalem, Day 296. Cornelius and Sarabai went back to the dam today. We've been holding off on constructing any new humans to concentrate on building a home for them first. But there's a limit to what 13 people can do on their own, and everyone is eager to start construction on some of the more ambitious structures. Sarabai's kindness and patience is something that we'll certainly miss out here, where tempers can sometimes run high. And I'll miss Cornelius too. He was there when I was born, and he is just as much a father to me as Athena and Alexandra Drennan are my mothers. But I suppose I can always go visit them. The dam isn't that far, and once we complete the monorail in a few decades, it will truly only be a few minutes away. And what are a couple dozen years, really, when you might live forever?
Something I really like about Alex, one of the reasons why I'm here doing this, is that she's really humble. She has this incredibly positive view of humanity. She believes we can accomplish anything, but it's not about her. She doesn't think that she's smarter or better than anyone else. She just looks at us as a species, and even though she can see how small we are in the grand scheme of things, she thinks that we could conquer the stars and give meaning to the universe. Even now. Even when none of us are going to live to see it. Isn't that awesome?
Like I was saying earlier in the stream, it's easy to be optimistic about the people of New Jerusalem because they're cautious and conscientious. Their culture has taught them to worry about their impact on nature and things like that, and to care about the world they were born into. Humans today, can we become like that? I mean, there are certainly people who are like that, but could enough people become like that to make a difference? Could the humans of today really become like the people of New Jerusalem? I don't know, man. Okay, number 6. Just realizing I haven't caught sight of any of the other guys wandering around the paths down here. Okay, what do we got here? Up and down. Can swap a block in there. Oh goodness, we got something going on up there. There's an RGB swap we can do up there. Blue, and there's the finish of the puzzle. Looks like we need to power this. There's a green there. Okay. Lots of things to do. Blue. And green. So we can make red with this. And we can take green from here. Which gives us the blue we need. But we're going to need the block as well, from what I can tell. Or maybe we don't? What happens if you put green into an inverter? Becomes white, so it doesn't do anything. But there are no more items to... Oh, we can detach the fan. We can detach... And we can detach that one as well. Okay. That might present a problem, though. Oop. I'm not even sure what I'm taking the block for. I guess to swap with the inverter? With the RGB connector? Ooh. Okay. Bring that down. Gonna grab that. Yeah, so I can't do anything from up there. And that makes blue, but I can't connect to that from up here. So it looks like I need the block. How am I going to get the block? Like, I'm pretty sure I need the block. But I need both the... We can have 3 items out. 4, I guess, technically. Yeah, I can't trade out the block without... giving up one of these. Let's take this for now. There's no way I can get to the fans. Huh. I don't think there's any way for me to swap a fan up there. I don't think that's possible. Oh, how do I get the block, dude? I need the inverter, I need the RGB connector. Do I absolutely need the block? Maybe? No, that's not gonna work. Oops. Yeah, and I can't aim anything from up here. Actually, maybe there is a way for me to get a fan blade up there. I don't know. No, I'm not sure. Hmm. Can't be sneaky and try to grab the fan as you are being propelled. That wouldn't make sense anyway. Not enough. Need the block as well. But how do I get block? I'm gonna reset the puzzle. The only possible way I can see to have the RGB connector, the inverter, and the block all out at once is if the fan blades... Because I see there are 5 items in here. 2 of them are on the pedestals. The only way I see that is to have the fan blades swapped out. How do I get a fan blade up there? That fan needs to be on. Can I somehow bring this fan blade up? I'm not seeing it, dude. How could I get this fan blade up here? I don't see how it's possible. This is a really hard one. Hmm. I mean, it's not possible to use the block to climb up here, I don't think. Yeah, it's too high. Nothing here that I've missed. The only other thing I can think of is if the block isn't necessary, but then the question is, where do you place the RGB converter? Jumping over there is not a good idea. That is just going to trap me over there, I think. Yeah. Ow. You can't place... So, yeah. They don't even go on top of each other, let alone gain any height. Oh, I don't know, man. I can take it from there, but that doesn't help me in any way. I can jump down, but not jump up. It doesn't seem possible to get a fan blade up there, and yet I don't see any other way that you can solve this puzzle, except to have all three of the relevant items. The only way, like, don't see how you can get fan blade up here. Ah. There's absolutely gotta be some trick that I'm not seeing. That's not even close enough to... I mean, this doesn't do anything. That's not helpful. Hmm. Yeah. They've pretty rigorously made sure that you're not able to cheese it like that. Can't go over. Hang on. Have I maybe been coming at this from the wrong angle? Maybe I don't need the block. Ah, this is it. Ah, I was blind. It was that simple all along. I was blinded by the solution I had come up with in my head. Oh, we go. Places of Longing, New York. New York was a place that aroused great passions. Some loved it and called it the greatest city in the world. Others hated it and called it an ugly cesspit full of rude snobs. I don't know where the truth lies, but I know it was a place full of life. There was always something new going on, people rushing about, excitement in the air. Must have been an overwhelming sensation to stand in the canyons formed by those great skyscrapers in a crowd of people, feeling history happening all around you. Yeah. Oof. One more question mark over there, which I think is maybe the other optional puzzle, or it's another whatchamacallit panel. Like something goes off in that direction. Aha. Oh no. This just leads back here. Okay, that's clearly number 8. So, where is the optional one that I'm missing? Over there, perhaps. Oh, and there's the other Miranda hologram. Okay. Well, let us proceed as normal. Propulsion. Got a blue thingy-majiggy. Okay. Alright, that's not enough. Oh, okay. I need the inverter up here. Cool, that was pretty straightforward.
Impressed?
Man, I don't think I could come up with one of the, even a single one of any of these puzzles that I've done. I don't know what kind of brain you have to be able to come up with this kind of stuff. guess you have to like sort of work backwards from the solution, but I couldn't like envision a unique series of steps. To create a puzzle. I don't think, just couldn't do it, I don't think. Maybe that's why I find puzzles so fascinating. Because it's something that I just couldn't do. Ah. Hello.
We have of late been told much about what the citizen owes the city. Loyalty, obedience, gratitude. And I will not argue with those who say that without some loyalty to a greater good, a man is little more than a savage. And I will even say that these days there are more savages amongst us than amongst the barbarians, who we call savages out of ignorance and arrogance. But there is another question that we are rarely encouraged to ask. What does the city owe the citizen? What must it offer to earn loyalty, obedience, and gratitude? And if, as we have said, a city is a kind of machine, should a machine that does not fulfill its purpose perhaps be repaired or replaced?
Miranda, would you like to play a game?
A game? That sounds like fun.
It is. Remember what Alexandra Drennan said about games?
They're part of what makes us human.
Exactly. And this is a game Alexandra Drennan designed when she was still in school. It's based on her favorite book. Have a go.
More snowmen. Aha, there's the fog hologram. Haven't found anything else in this big old forest though. So it looks like the bonus puzzles are marked on the compass. Huh. All these things from Talos Principle 1. Those stars were a real pain in the ass. I remember that much. Ah, and here is the Golden Gates. I'm getting close to having filled up the first circle. I don't think it'll do anything, but... Oh shit! Haha, I remember I went around here when we first came. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to explore. Don't think I found any other artifacts, sadly. I'm pretty sure I found everything else. So, let's do the optional puzzle. A little hidey hole. Elegance. A fan blade to swap, and we have a jammer. Can't take that fan blade. Another jammer, and an empty fan blade here. Okay. And go up, and there's a driller here. What is through here? I see. Now we can grab the connector through here as well. It's also where the red light is, but right now we need this. Do I need this? I need the other jammer. Right. Get the other jammer so I can bring this through. All good. Looks like we're gonna need this jammer as well. But we're also gonna need that fan blade. So, let's get the fan blade for now. Actually we need the driller. I'm gonna put the jammer up here, because it seems like we're gonna need the jammer to open the way to the puzzle. No. No. It's not gonna let me. want to drop this on the other side. Now we take this, top that, through here, like that, and grab this, change that, like that, and we got it. Okay, just one more. We found all the terminals as well, I believe. Not seeing any more question marks. But yeah, I think we found everything. Just gotta do this last puzzle. Even though there's never anything around the outside of the puzzles, I always want to check. Transmission. There's the finish line. Oh goodness, a lot of vertical stuff in here. Okay, now we have a jammer. Oh, and we got a body swap. I don't think there's any reason for this to stay up here. Okay. I haven't seen anything like a connector. There's a driller here. We can take that fan. I wonder if it's possible to fall from above. So, hang on. There's nothing else in here, is there? No. Okay. Take the fan. I guess I must be up here. There must be something. Yeah, there is something on that level. So I guess we have to fall in from above. You stand here. And fall in from above. Oh, we need an item. There are no more items, dude. So the puzzle seems to be about getting that connector out. Once you have the connector, it seems pretty straightforward. Uh, um... There's nothing else to swap. I'm fairly certain there is no way to get the fan blade up there. Why is it aiming down? That's weird. I don't see any other way to get something up there without the fan blade. It looks like you probably need the driller as well. The person isn't something that can be swapped, is it? No. Like, that doesn't make any sense. I'll check if there's not something I'm missing again. Well. I'm starting to get tired. The jammer doesn't seem like it's of any use. not seeing any other way we can get up here besides the fan. And I'm not sure what the point is here. You can make the guy fall through, but that doesn't accomplish anything. There's no drillable wall, other drillable walls that I've missed, is there? Why can you drill from the bottom? What does that accomplish? Can't go up and pass the driller through the hole. Man, can't I just like toss it up? Is it possible to do this? No. We can't drill straight down. We can get a guy up there. And then once they're up there, we can take the fan blade. Where am I? There. I'm not sure what that is supposed to accomplish. Like, now that they're up there, I can take this off. That doesn't help me. Can I get them up there? With an item? I think that's what I do. Like this. So I'm up here now and I've got an item. There's no way for me to get the driller out now, though. Maybe I can just bring the item one level down? Maybe I can use the driller. Do that. Now, how do I get there? I think the jammer is involved here as well. Shit. Let me reset. I'm gonna leave the jammer up there. No, I need them to... the jammer just barely doesn't reach. And that's gotta be intentional as well. Fucking hell. There's no way for me to get up there now, though. Yeah. And so I think that screwed me. It doesn't work having both of them up there. Maybe I can have one guy on that side of the fence, so it doesn't matter. But he needs an item to swap. You have that. No, that doesn't work. Oh, God. Oh, it went through. That worked. It went through. You're in the way. Shouldn't have gone through, I don't think. Whatever. I think I had the right idea just there, though. Like I swapped the flame blade, and then swap to up there, and then I could pick up the thing and go through. I didn't have to pick it up, but yeah, had the right idea. That was the right solution. Nothing for having filled up one circle. Still not sure. I guess these are meant to be the faces of the megastructure. So it's just the big pyramid in the middle has 4 sides. And this means I've lit up one side, is my guess. Seems a bit strange to have that shown on this, since you can't progress without lighting them up. Oof, I think I have to call it quits after this. I'm really sleepy. Ooh, it's still a long one. Not that. Definitely not that. Just checking. I know it's one of these. Yeah, doesn't look like it can be anything else. Okay, let's go. Hey, Prometheus.
Hear me, friend, and heed my words. Beware Pandora. She is nothing but fear and despair, and she will do anything to prevent you from reaching the flame. It is she who disrupted the trials of the Sphinx, and who bound me in the...
Well done, 1K. Looks like our hypothesis was correct. The megastructure is opening again. Everyone come to the VTOL, please. It's time to find Athena.
What about Pandora? She seems capable of displacing or controlling the other entities.
We should be careful, but we can't let such a vague threat paralyze us. Just keep your eyes open.
The Trials of the Sphinx. Does that refer to the puzzles? What does he mean by she disrupted them? I think that's gonna have to be it. I will save going back to the megastructure and going inside for next session. I think that's going to have to be it for tonight because I'm pretty sleepy. It's going to be a struggle to do any more puzzles in this state. So yeah, cheers guys. Hope to see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.